Welcome, everyone. You have now entered the cosmic radio receptors of KCIW 100.7 FM in Brookings, Oregon. Thank you for tuning into this week's fabulous program. I'm Dr. GiGi, and my co-host is, as always, Jacques Kepner. How are you, Jacques?
I am doing fine. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to the Doc and Jacques Radio Variety Show. A special thanks to sound engineer Michael Gorse, who's in covering for Tom and Ray, who have been suffering from a little outbreak of the what?
Virus.
The C virus, the COVID virus. All right. I want to mention that you're hearing this live show on KCIW in Brookings, Oregon. That said, the same show will be rebroadcast on exactly 1 week from now, each and every Wednesday at KZZH 96.7 FM in Eureka, Humboldt at 8 a.m. early in the morning, and then a few hours later at 1 p.m. on my old alma mater, KFUG 101.1 FM in Crescent City. So now you know, Dr. GiGi and I have your coast covered. I hope everyone enjoyed the Labor Day weekend that we just had last week. It was nice and warm, and I went up the river and I swam naked. I don't skinny dip. I chunky dunk. Okay, what medical marvels does my brilliant multilingual German practicing physician, hospice director, 3-time patent-holding scientist in DNA genetics, and a major university professor, what do you have for us on this week's health segment of Dr. GiGi?
Okay, well, thank you again. We're talking about cancer vaccines today. Thank you.
Those are big news recently, right? Vaccines for
person for suggesting
cancer,
it.
Right.
Chuck, can we say Chuck did?
Chuck.
He suggested cancer
vaccines. Oh, did Chuck? Hey, Chuck. Well, thank you for listening, and thanks for a lot of other people. And Joni Lindenmeyer, if you're out there, I said hello to our guest today for you. Okay, what about cancer vaccines?
All right. Vaccines work by providing the immune system with a harmless version of the pathogen. Jackie, a pathogen is a sick maker.
A sick maker, I like that. Yeah.
And it allows it to produce antibodies and memory cells specific to that sick maker pathogen. This prepares the body to defend itself against future infections with the same sick maker.
Doc, wow, the vaccine. Did you know you cannot spell healthcare without THC? All right, continue, please.
Cancer vaccines are to stimulate the body's immune system to recognize and destroy cancer cells. They can be used both to prevent cancer and to treat existing cancer.
Wow. What kind of types of cancer vaccines are there?
Oh, you don't want to give your statistics? All right. So let's talk about the preventive cancer vaccines.
All right.
We already have some of them. These vaccines are designed to prevent cancer by stimulating the immune system to recognize and fight cancer-causing viruses or bacteria. So we have viruses or bacteria here that can cause cancer. For example, the HPV, human papillomavirus vaccine, which prevents cervical cancer, and the hepatitis B vaccine, which prevents liver cancer.
Wow. I went to see the worst faith healer ever last night, Doc.
Yeah.
He was so bad, a guy in a wheelchair got up and walked out. Yeah, really did. All right, what about therapeutic cancer vaccines?
There is therapeutic cancer vaccines for those that have cancer, for people that have cancer. So they're used to treat existing cancer. So they can be made from actual tumor cells. So the whole tumor cells or fragments of those cancer or tumor cells can be used to stimulate the immune system. So you give that cancer cell the immune system and they say, look what I found. Let's make antibodies against it. Or you can give little tiny, they're called antigens, so just little tiny pieces of that cell. And you give that to the immune system and then they make antibodies against those things that you gave them to eat.
Okay.
And that is called targeted immunotherapy.
Okay. And is it kind of like taking venom to make an anti-venom from a snake?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Exactly.
Okay. I came up with that. It's pretty deep, huh? Pretty good. Dr. Jacques here. What is the dendritic? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, that one is a little bit another way, which I actually wasn't going to talk about it.
Okay, that's fine. I'm on the day 12 now, doctor, without chocolate.
And?
I've lost most of the hearing in my left eye. I really love chocolate. Okay.
Okay, so they're approved cancer vaccine.
They're are
that
right
are now approved. Listen
Wow.
to this.
Okay.
There is something called Sipuleucel T, which is approved for the treatment of advanced prostate cancer.
Whoa.
Then there is the Bacillus Calmette-Guerin, or BCG vaccine, which was always looked upon and scoffed at. It is approved for the treatment of early stage bladder cancer. And why were we scoffing at it? Because any TB test that you do, like the little skin prick test, will test positive if you have gotten that vaccine. And they gave this vaccine to prevent TB in other countries.
When I had kidney cancer, they also discovered while they were taking out part of my kidney that I had cancer on my bladder. So they just scraped it.
They just scraped it, you're done with it.
And then I had that infection. And then you said, urine trouble. But no, they scraped it. I've never come back 24 years later, knock on wood. That's my head, everybody.
So the next vaccine is an mRNA vaccine, which is pretty much a brand new type of therapeutic cancer vaccine. And it is currently being studied for several cancer types. And so this is the little funny thing. We, or the science, or whoever, those people who work with it, they have learned a lot of how to design it with the COVID vaccines because they were
They got practice with COVID.
Yeah, that's how they got into designing it and saying, hey, hurrah, maybe we can make cancer vaccines. So very cool.
Ultimately, we all come from dust, and we will return to dust, Doctor.
Yeah.
That's why I don't dust. It might be somebody I know. All right. Any limitations on any of these things?
So the limitations are similar to those of all vaccines, right? They may not be effective in all patients. Like any other vaccine, they can have side effects such as flu-like symptoms. Like any other vaccine, they may require multiple doses or boosters. Like any other vaccine. Vaccine is a vaccine.
So this is crazy. So we do have these. I saw the breast cancer, the stomach. They're right on the verge of releasing a lot of these. I wonder how much AI has to do with any of this.
Oh, I'm sure a lot, right?
Right.
All the research that is in the books and in the computers, AI can get that information within seconds or minutes.
Okay. What else?
So there are some vaccines that are called personalized mRNA vaccine, which is really the newest of the new. And what they're making is they're going to the person's mutated DNA. So we get cancer because we have mutations, mistakes in the DNA happening through whatever, through poisons or through the light or whatever gives us our mutations. And then they go in there and find the broken gene pretty much, or the gene, what it encodes for, and they make antibodies against that. So it's person-specific.
I'm
very cool.
Losing that, but that's your DNA background.
Yeah, so we have the mRNA vaccines that are in research right now for that.
I used to be a schizophrenic, but we are all right now.
Oh, good for you.
That's hard to say. Okay.
Good for you all.
Melanoma.
Y'all.
Melanoma is the skin.
The mRNA vaccines that are in trial right now is, for example, the melanoma. Melanoma is the skin cancer.
Okay.
So personalized mRNA vaccines with other stuff is being in trial right now. Very cool. Pancreatic cancer.
Big one.
Very big one, and especially it is a very quick one usually. Pancreatic cancer is known to be a very fast-growing lethal cancer. So the things in trial right now prolong the healthy-ish living with the cancer.
Okay.
Colorectal, lung, and prostate cancers have started being in the mRNA vaccine research.
Cool.
And now the head and neck cancers, the cool thing is that many of those are actually caused by the same virus that causes cervical cancer, the HPV virus. So now they are testing maybe Gardasil or some other vaccine against HPV to help with the head and neck cancers.
And this is coming up pretty soon, if I'm not mistaken. Their trials are
yeah,
underway.
We were all excited reading that, but really the first mRNA vaccines maybe might be coming out in 2027 and or be approved in 2029.
Wow.
But, this decade, I guess.
Cool. Well, that is very, very interesting, Doctor.
Right.
Thank you for talking about cancer. Thanks, Chuck, for suggesting it. I kind of understood some of it. That's okay.
Good.
Some of us understand more than the others. In fact, a new study has just come out proving that 7 out of every 3 people have trouble with mathematical statistics. Seriously. Okay. Thank you again, Doctor. That was interesting. All right. Our first of 2 guests today joins us in the KCIW studio, and it's a woman who we have heard many good things about, good vibe stories about. She practices an art form that millions of people take very earnestly, and millions more are very interested in it. Without any further verbiage from me, let's get right down to the nuts and bolts of someone that knows a lot about YOGA yoga. Amanda Whittemore, is it? Yeah, Amanda Whittemore. Welcome to the Doc and Jacques radio variety show.
Thank you, Doc Jacques.
Yes, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you, Amanda, yoga? Is that?
I was going to say that. Yeah, I was going to say that yoga makes me look good naked. But then again, alcohol does too.
You should try to mix them together.
There we go. Yeah. All right.
Amanda, where were you born and raised? Give us the background story.
Yeah. Fortunately or unfortunately, I have Las Vegas, Nevada.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
What brought you here?
My mother, just doing a mending project with healing the mother cord. And, as we get older in our life journey and we have things that have, it's time to make amends with certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Tell us, what is yoga?
What
is yoga? What is yoga?
What is yoga?
Is it an abbreviation or is it just...
Right. Well, so what yoga is everything. Yoga is us. Yoga is breath. Yoga is movement. Yoga is awareness, consciousness, being present. Yoga literally translates to the word to join.
To join.
Join.
Thank you. That was a question I wanted to know.
I like
Does it
being
mean
yoga.
something? Yeah, to join. So
What
we're
is?
all...
Do you know the history of yoga? Who's joining? Give.
So being
More
a
for
human
me.
coming to Earth,
Yeah.
being a spirit entering into a body, and having your first breath. There's like many spiritual connections or even a musical path, or they think the guitar came from here or historically this came from there. I have a broad variety of teachers and they all tell me that yoga came from their lineage. But what I learned in my own studies is whether it's Christian-based or Buddha or Patagonian native Indians from Argentina or from India, they all have movement and breath and nutrition and music. And the origin is the human coming to Earth.
Cool.
So
It's a
I think
celebration.
yoga, if I think of yoga, I think the yoga mat and then you making the tree or the dog.
The position, the asana.
Yeah.
So asana is from Sanskrit, is one of the main languages that they still use. One of our other teachers, he still uses Spanish because he's the Argentinian guy. So it depends on the teacher. So the language makes a difference of the frequency and the vibration that comes through the body. And yoga is 8 main branches. And the asana is mostly the position or the movement or the posture that the United States has kind of capitalized on and brought into the gyms and fitness activity, which is awesome. And we're really grateful. It's more meant to be, of course, in group settings. However, students get a better result if they do a one-on-one session and if they earn their own personal practice. Then when you go to a group session, you're more able to do the movements with the people without any injuries.
Isn't it partially with a meditation? It goes well with meditation. It's part of the...
It's,
kind of go
yeah,
hand in
and
hand.
sitting, reflecting on your day, and meditation, as it can be anything.
Right.
And so having a moment to yourself, even if it's in a group, there's group meditation, but it is taking time for yourself. And
Are you
releasing
putting
some
your
of the
muscles at flexed, stressed? I mean, you're sitting there with, I can't put my legs in those positions that you might be able to attain.
Well, this is something funny, is depending on the proportion and the length of your femur or your arm, the way that your hips are placed, you may never be able to do some of those positions just because of the length and of the body.
Huh. Very.
body parts.
What-
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 8 parts to yoga. Can you like sum them up? So one of them is what I think of yoga, right? The mat and the poses.
Yeah.
What are the other 7?
8 branches. Let's see them on the spot if I can remember all of them. We
Oh,
have
awesome.
the breath, the pranayama.
A big one.
That's the huge one. We have the meditation, the self-reflection, the yamas and the niyamas. So how we see ourselves and how do we keep our body clean? How do we keep our environment clean? How do others see us? How do we present ourselves? Then we have the
Getting close. We got about 5
sound.
there. Like,
We have sound.
Okay.
So the frequencies that we invite in and around our body, sound frequencies are important to how the body responds. If it's always, as we know, if it's stressed,
Yeah.
it's going to create illness. If it's pleasant, it's
Right.
going to be peaceful.
Right.
And
Vibration, maybe, or is that the sound?
so sound also comes with music and things of that nature. Nutrition, the way that we eat, how we eat. Is the food that we are eating clean? Where is it from? What is its source? What is that funding producing? It's a whole conscious collective of a way of living.
Wow.
So when we do yoga, you really incorporate all those things.
Yeah.
You don't just, some people do, they just get in the position, they go to the gym.
Yeah.
Others really invite it as a whole lifestyle.
Wow. Totally cool. What got you into yoga besides your mom, maybe?
No, so yoga started at a way younger age. I just came to Brookings because of my mom.
And how long ago did you come to Brookings?
March 19, 2019.
Oh, not too long. We're all here about the same time, right?
Yeah.
Right. I got about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
same.
It's a big moment. And what got me into yoga was take it seriously was a car accident.
Huh?
Horrible car accident. And it just helped me get out of pain. And a lot of people think, I can't do yoga because I have an injury. Well, that is the number one reason why we do it, is because we have an injury and we want relief. Knee injuries, back injuries, those are number one why we do yoga.
So you have even your own program here on KCIW, but that will come up a little bit. So do you teach yoga?
Yes, I teach yoga. I teach geometric yoga, and that is an encompassed way of saying all types of yoga, because there's different teachers, different lineages, Hatha, Bikram, the 26 series, Iyengar, Vinyasa flow. There's, hot yoga, all the different.
Hot yoga. That's what
It's our
that's a very
favorite.
popular one, right? Hot yoga.
Where do you teach it? All those different things all day long? I mean, you've.
I'm working on it.
Basically,
I
right?
am working on it. Yeah. So SWAC invited me, SWOCC, the college here, invited me to teach there. I teach at Reps Gym. And then I just got to open up the Peaceful Support Yoga Center above Cascadia Pickleball Zone
The
inside.
Cascadia Zone. So they've got an upstairs unit up there?
A multi-purpose
How cool.
room, and it's for yoga.
Wow. But you really live yoga, right?
Oh,
You
yeah.
live yoga.
Oh,
and then you
yes.
try to teach other people and not just the positions, the downward dog or whatever. What do you need to practice yoga besides a yoga mat? Just
You
kidding.
don't even need a mat. I actually recommend not using a mat. I recommend going to the ocean. I recommend utilizing the sand, rocks, water, a tree, something with nature that connects to nature and to our environment.
Wow.
And if you're in your own home, socks are dangerous in yoga, but
Socks are dangerous?
yeah,
Well,
yeah,
Uh-huh. Okay.
Well, you're going to slide and
yeah.
Oh, because you might slide. Okay.
yeah. So it's good for old and young and anything in between.
Every being, animals, every human, every situation. Majority of my teachers are 60 to 80 years,
Oh, wow.
and they've been doing it 30, 40 years, and even their parents went on forever. And it really is for all ages. Kids pick it up so naturally, and it improves our inner wellness, our environment of our body. Instead of being a stagnant body, if we sit in the chair, we become the chair. We get up, we move, the whole immune system powers up. We have no room to get ill. We don't have time. The body's functioning. The organs talk to each other.
Cool. Wow. Because I wish it had been around when I was a kid. Yoga was relatively, well, I'm 67, but it wasn't around. It wasn't offered. I don't think I heard about yoga until I got into college.
Well, in different cultures and different
That's right.
places in the world, they have done it since they consider being in the womb. As we move around, we're connecting with our movements. And so it's something that we've learned eternally.
Right on. What's the best thing about yoga for you?
The sensation.
The sensation. In the moment, present moment, yeah?
Yeah, how we feel. Like how you feel from it is just, it's an enlightenment. It just feels so good. It feels better than anything I've ever done.
And when did you, actually, how old were you? When was that car accident? How old were you?
1999, I was 19.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Yin Yang, if you got the best, is there anything bad about yoga? Or what would be the hardest part about it?
The hardest part is there's not enough time in the day to do all the yoga that I want to do.
Oh, my goodness. And you're teaching in 3 different places, walk and reps and Cascadia.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that?
So how often do you teach?
I try to teach at least 1 to 2, maybe 3 hours a day.
Teach the 3 hours. Teach.
Okay, so getting back to my earlier story, I didn't even hear about it until college. Why doesn't everyone in the United States, why aren't we practicing yoga? I mean, it just seems like it's a meditative, incredibly finding yourself vibing out. Why aren't we? Why isn't everybody into yoga?
It's spreading like a wildfire. The
Good.
more people acknowledge it, the more that, even in this town, like in Brookings, the more people learn about it, the more they want it, the more they request more time for it. It's just education. And when our channels, whether it's radio, thank goodness for this show, or it's television or Sirius FM, whatever internet is marketing and selling, it's really difficult to get past the big presenters of how to encourage people to stay at home, binge watch, and buy things.
Yeah.
It's breaking through those barriers. We call it break and teach, of how to really encourage positive teaching.
Okay, cool. I like it.
So you have your own KCIW show.
Yeah.
Tell us about
What's it called?
It's called Quality Living with Peaceful Support.
Quality Living with Peaceful. And when does it play?
And when does it play?
Monday nights at 6:30 and Saturdays at noon.
Is it a half-hour show?
Half-hour show.
Cool.
And how many shows have you had?
92. We just,
Right on. So is it where you're actually practicing it? You're saying, okay, everybody take a deep breath with me and exhale.
Sometimes our guests, other teachers do that. I give a platform for us to talk about what is quality.
Wow.
What is living? How does it feel to be alive to each different person in the community or what have you? And
Okay, one more time. The name.
Your name of the
The
show?
name of the show.
Quality Living with Peaceful Support. You guys should come on it and we could do an interview.
Anytime. We've just been invited to where?
Yeah.
Curry Cafe wants peaceful support. Okay. So Quality Living with, and it plays at what times?
5:30 p.m. and 6:30 p.m. on Mondays and noon on Saturdays. And the best part is you can go to kciw.org and click on the show, just search for it, and you can listen to it 24/7, and you can share it with everyone
right.
in the world.
This is the great thing about all the shows on KCIW, including this one. You can always download it later, stream it in our archives, and reach out to it. I'm doing yoga crunches twice a day now.
You do?
Captain Crunch in the morning, Nestle Crunch at night.
Perfect.
I'm so sorry.
What's up next for you?
Well, so we are
That's a lot
building
she's doing,
an aerial studio in town. It's the building right there on the corner of Fern and Spruce, or not down, right at Spruce and Fern. I think that's what it is. Yeah. It's 3-story building. It's about 25 feet, and it will be able to have 16 aerialists that will hang from some fabric ribbons like this, and it's supportive. You can eventually get to Circus Soleil level. However, the idea is to feel supported, especially if you have an injury, something to hold on to build strength
Really?
and just
Absolutely.
So it's in a classroom setting? It'll be there? Or are you hanging off the side of the building?
inside.
Inside, okay.
Yeah.
And wasn't there a yoga shop up, or am I thinking of one right along Railroad Avenue?
Visana, they're diagonal from us.
Okay.
They closed when COVID hit. I was working with them quite a bit, mentored with Lynn Hart and Carly.
Yeah, we know Lynn.
And I love them to pieces. And they're still teaching classes in town and doing so much fun, good yoga things.
Good people. So hanging, support, wrapping yourself up in ropes and silks and things like that, and then how
Fabrics.
interesting, right? How
Very cool. Yeah, I've seen it. It looks really
Cool.
cool,
Is
especially
that-
for people with injuries and coming back because it's weight.
if I wanted to start getting into yoga,
Yeah.
and I wanted to just start slow, should I enroll at SWAC or should I go to? And I'm cost conscious. I'm frugal, so I'm saying, do I go to Reps and join them? Do I pay for the class at SWAC, or should I come and get lessons at Cascadia? What would you do? And how much is this an expensive undertaking?
If you've never done it before, the major recommendation is to always get a one-on-one. If you have done it, join any class, and it's just your preference of the environment that you're in. Some people cannot stand being in the gym. Other people can't stand being in the yoga studio. Other people don't want to see a college, or they love the college. It's all about your environment.
Okay, cool. And so it could be at the beach, like you said, too.
Oh, yeah. That's the
That is
favorite.
too cool.
How now
right.
do people get a hold of you to get more information? You have a phone number?
530-334-0595.
334. Okay, 530-334-0595 is directly to you. That's
Yeah.
your phone number,
Yep.
530-334-0596. How about a website, Facebook?
0595.
Oh, I knew that. 0595. Apologies.
That's okay.
How about Facebook, social media, website?
I try not too much.
Okay.
It's just a personal preference.
Yeah.
I love it.
Right.
It's out there. I do have ocean aerial course for Instagram. I'm not really interactive with it. I choose not to have a website. I do a lot of things with referral only, and or show up to one
Right
of
on.
the classes.
Well, you're certainly
cool,
putting
yeah.
yourself out there with SWAC, the Southwest Oregon
Yeah.
Community College, and then at Reps. When do you teach at Reps, or is it just anytime?
Every Wednesday at 5:30.
Okay, so and people can walk in then and say, "Hey, I've just heard about Amanda, and I'd like to meet her. Would that be a good time?"
Yep, and I have business cards right there, and they'll hand
Right
you
on.
one and say, sign up for a personal class with her, and I can
Very
even
cool.
train you in the gym if you like that environment.
Wow.
Very
Well,
cool.
I'm glad we had you on for this to explain to
Yeah,
our
very
listeners
cool.
about yoga 101, and we have heard such good things about you. Amanda. Seriously, a lot of people have said, "Oh, you got to talk to Amanda. She's totally cool," and we'll take you up anytime. If you want us on your show, I'll be quiet.
Absolutely. No way. That's the opposite of the point of having you on.
He won't be.
Right. You've been listening to Amanda Whittemore here on the KCIW airwaves with the Doc and Jacques. So thanks again, Amanda.
Thank you for coming in.
Dr. GiGi has been advising me to drink less, sleep more, eat healthy, and practice yoga every day, folks, really. So you're hearing it right now, that from today on, I'm making a huge change in my life. I'm no longer going to listen to Dr. GiGi. Today's second guest on the Doc and Jacques radio variety show is a man many people respect and pay attention to. He is a veteran of the Doc and Jacques show and has appeared on multiple past shows. This man is on a mission, and a lofty mission it is indeed. Let's get right down to it and start conversing with none other than Nick Rail. Welcome, Nick Rail.
Welcome, Nick.
Good afternoon. Great to be here. Thank you.
I think I finally heard you chuckle a little bit more.
Yeah, one of the jokes made it.
Doctor, lead in. We've only got a minute here before I have to break for
Yeah,
halftime.
true that. Okay, so Nick, I know you are not you're not boasting, but what is your position and title? Just come out with it.
Let's see, dishwasher, Smurf, Grand Fromage. I'm not much for titles. Founder, president, chair of the Partnership for the Performing Arts.
The PPA.
PA.
Okay, let me stop right there. Let's just get this over with, folks, because we are already having so much fun. It's already mid-break. Time flies when you're having fun. You're listening to KCIW 100.7 FM, located in lovely coastal Brookings, Oregon. The list of major sponsors for this community radio station are Advanced Airlines, flying in and out of nearby Crescent City to Oakland and LA 7 days a week. Dr. John Kirk's Port-au-Prince Craft Brewery, now in 2 locations, and Tsunami Lanes Bowling Center, all in Crescent City. We have Michelle Bupert with our own vibrant local Curry County Chamber of Commerce. We have the Crescent Harbor Art Gallery in Crescent City, are anchored right next to the boats. And then guess who? Nick and Lisa Rail.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Nick and Lisa Rail, thank you. And the PPA for the Partnership for the Performing Arts for supporting this and becoming a major supporter of community radio. Finally, we have the medical team at Chetco Medical and Aesthetics in Harbor. And then, of course, we have Dr. Reed, yourself, and yours truly, Jacques Kepner. On behalf of KCIW, thanks to all of you. Back to GiGi asking Nick Rail, our guest here in the studio, where were we?
We were at what is the PPA and when was it founded?
So Partnership for the Performing Arts is what PPA stands for, and PPA was founded in 2021.
Ooh,
And
it's 4 years old.
And it's a 501c3.
Yeah.
501c3.
We
Yes,
like that.
Correct.
Do you have a
Nonprofit.
mission? You have a mission statement to fling at us?
Why have one when we can have three, GiGi? So
Okay.
Hit us with your best shot.
So mission statement is to maximize the opportunities for cultural enrichment in Norte and Curry Counties through education, performing arts, and civic activities.
Noble.
Our vision statement, transformation of an underserved community through improved access to the arts, creativity, education, and excellence.
All right. And here's number
Values.
3. Yeah.
Values statement, we lead with opportunity for our youth. We believe in equal access to the arts. We listen, and our door is always open.
Very cool. Very nice.
And you
statements.
are an accessible guy. You know what?
Yes.
You're a nice guy. Nick, everybody knows Nick. If you don't know him, then you could always just say, seek him out. You'll see him at every kind of event. The PPA is always there with their support, with their big banners and whatnot. So you're very accessible, very, very good guy, and intelligent. And I'm not going to talk anymore. I'll let you tell
I
us.
need a bigger hat. I'm going to send you my hat, Bill Jacques.
You got it. You got it. All right. Give us an update about the PPA Event Center, Partnership for the Performing Arts Event Center coming up.
So
This is the one in Del Norte. It'll be in Del Norte at the...
yes,
in California.
How's it going with that?
so the Performing Arts and Civic Center will be built at Del Norte High School campus on the north side of the campus. And for those familiar with the campus, the building will be located where the gravel parking lot is, just south of the tennis courts,
Tennis courts.
Yeah.
We drive by the tennis courts.
and which border Washington Boulevard. The tennis courts will be moved to accommodate additional parking in proximity to the
Oh,
center.
good.
Okay, cool. And you've raised it's many millions to build this
costs
event
money,
center.
right?
Yes, it takes more than a couple
Dollars.
couple sofas to. But in round numbers, this is a $50 million project, and PPA is responsible for the capital campaign, design, bid, and build falls to the school district, which will also own the facility, and PPA will manage it. And
And it's serving both Del Norte and Curry County.
Curry County, right? Both counties.
yes, and because we hold our youth so close, the Del Norte Unified and Brookings Harbor School District have first shot at the calendar. Community groups second,
nice.
and then touring groups, etc., have come in last. But the good news of being in a remote, rural, resource-poor area is there's enough room on the calendar for everybody.
Right on. And speaking of calendars, when do you hope that construction? When would you like to see the first spade just be
Pushed
sunk
into
into
the
the ground and
ground?
thrown over
Yeah.
the shoulder?
The
Any specific date when you're looking at, like next year,
That good.
couple years?
well, the bottom line is when we raise $50 million, we're not there yet. But
Smooth.
There's,
very smooth.
there's no question this is a heavy lift, and the majority of our efforts to date have been dedicated to laying the groundwork for a successful campaign.
Right.
The architectural plans have been completed thanks to California Senator pro tempore Mike McGuire's procurement of a
there we
$2.5
go.
million grant
Oh, nice.
back in November 2022 from the state, and the plans are currently down in Sacramento going through approval process. They're just about through with that.
Wow, very nice.
Aside from the money, the project is basically shovel ready, and as we complete the infrastructure to guarantee a successful campaign, we are confident we'll reach goal. Construction will commence when the campaign is fully funded, and the build-out is roughly 18 months with a target of 2028 for the grand opening.
Right on. Okay. And we're talking about how many seats are there going to be in this approximately?
800 seats.
Wow.
Oh,
So this is going to be
Hugo.
fantastic, folks. We will have a large scale internationally known event center that we could host all sorts of things. Both the county, all of Southern Oregon can take advantage of this. Who wouldn't like to come over and spend some time on the coast?
So you're still not quite there, obviously, or you would start tomorrow. So you're still looking for donations and supporters.
Yes. And
how can they get to support and donate to you or to the PPA?
they can write large checks.
Nick Rail here on the air, folks.
Funnier than Jackie.
Hey, we're all... Darn it, you're outdoing me.
Let's hit that nail right on the head. It's no secret that we live in a rural, remote resource desert.
Yeah.
Meaning that we'll have to knock on a lot of doors to fully fund this campaign. We are in the process of bringing in a number of partners, and thanks to the $2.5 million grant, we're requisitioning. Thanks to a $2,500 grant from California.
Big difference there.
A little bit different, a couple zeros, just zeros.
What the heck?
There's California Jobs First has a local chapter called Redwood Region Rise, comprised of Delaware, Humboldt, Lake, and Mendocino counties, and a number of us were applied for and were honored with a grant from the state. Ours was $268,500, and we're using a good portion of that to do a really top-tier feasibility study to not show or demonstrate that the center can be built, but that we can keep the doors open once the center is built.
Yeah.
So sustainability is a big issue when we're going to private foundations and corporations. People get excited about building something, then they get not so excited about what needs to happen to keep the doors open. And we're pretty confident that we've just put out all of our requests for proposals. We are starting interviews next week for this feasibility study, and we feel very confident we're going to get good reports back from the entity that we choose. We also have a $1 million federal earmark, as it's called, through Jared Huffman, U.S. Congressman for California, Jared Huffman. We have a federal earmark back in with the House Appropriations Committee. It just cleared that committee, and there are other hurdles to go through.
Yeah, you got to. Is it in the tsunami zone there? I didn't even think about that. Is that in the? No, it's not in the tsunami.
No, the tsunami zone goes up to 9th Street. The center is inside the city limits, but outside the tsunami zone, and as such, a big deal for the center is that it can be used. There's this corridor. We've got the airport, the school district. The school district has more data to offer the county in times of emergency than the city or the county.
Yeah, it can be used as a facility.
So we have the gym for people to sleep in. We got the cafeteria for food, distribution, water, so forth. But a town hall meeting during times of emergency. And then we have the fire department just down the street where the Office of Emergency Services is.
Right next door to the football field there, right?
So it's very logical to have it there. There currently is no adequate place for people to meet in times of emergency. If we go back 2 years to the fires in 2023.
Down the fairgrounds.
The fairgrounds in the Art or Ag building was where people were meeting, and it was also where the primary incident space was.
Right.
And there's one road in and one road out, and it's in the tsunami zone. That's simply not adequate for a number of reasons.
Well, I know that money talks. Mine only says goodbye. But I want to tell you, you do put your money where your mouth is, and you are a major supporter of this whole thing, right? You were one of the biggest supporters, or are you one of the bigger supporters? I don't need to know how much. But you are, right? And,
Lisa and I publicly pledged, I don't remember what day or month it was, but 4 or 5 years ago, $1 million to this project.
Right on.
And we believe in the kids of this community so much. Our entire estate, basically, we're worth more dead than alive. When we pass, the whole thing goes to PPA to support all the outreach that PPA does in our shared communities. So.
Now, I want to point out that you're not just saying you believe in the youth, in the next generation, because you're also known as the beneficiary factor for the musical instruments and what you have done for the high school and other things that you repair musical instruments, give them out and help out, which is for kids, right? This is our next generation that you do believe in. You're right.
Yes, the center, early days, we just called it a performing arts center. And as we studied the revenue streams in preparation for the feasibility study, we realized that in terms of revenue streams for the center, the performing arts side of it will only be maybe 50%, possibly less than that for all the other activities that can happen in the center. Corporate retreats, talking to Dan Bratton, he says, I get calls all the time for people who want to come here, companies around the United States, but there's no here to come to.
There are,
very true.
yeah, there's motels and hotels, but there's not any.
Big business centers, yeah.
Yeah, corporate retreats, conferences. One of my pet dreams is for Cal Poly Humboldt, for example, to do an international biodiversity conference on the redwoods. People would come worldwide to that. I mean, it's just, that would fulfill a dream. Everything that happens with redwoods and everything that lives in the canopies above the redwoods that are unique to the region. The lobby will seat 150 people at the round conference tables. We can have wedding receptions there. We can have fundraisers there. We can have a food truck extravaganza out in the parking lot in front of the lobby.
Right on.
There's all different types of events that can happen there. When there's an emergency and the center is taken over for meetings, that's reimbursable by FEMA. So that is another legitimate revenue stream. But getting back to the kids, yes, if we look at it from a retail dollar standpoint, we have given over $2 million worth of band and orchestra instruments to Del Norte Unified School District and Brookings Harbor School District. And this is a personal victory to me because when I was growing up, I still don't know how my parents afforded an instrument for me. It's still a mystery to me.
You grew up in Crescent City, too, in our region.
And now there are enough instruments that any child who wants to play, there's an instrument there for them. Doesn't mean we're done providing instruments. There's others that are needed, marching equipment and sousaphones and all these different types of things and more orchestra.
So you have donated millions of dollars, and it's just not Crescent City, Del Norte, but also our own Brookings Harbor here in Brookings. You've got what is our director of music at Brookings?
Corey
Tamandong, and then Dan Sedgwick is still doing it in Del Norte at the high school. The Warriors there in Del Norte and in Crescent City. You not only have just given these students and these schools millions of dollars worth of instruments, but you've also done something very unique. And please speak right off the cuff about this. They're repairing instruments in Crescent City at the high school.
This is a grand adventure. Before we moved up here in 2021, back home for me after a slight absence of 50 years.
Opening and running Nick Rail music stores all throughout the South.
We bought a fully stocked repair shop and gave it to the district, and because we knew we'd be giving all these instruments and we needed a place to keep the instruments in good shape and maintain them. Otherwise, they last half as long if they're not intended to on a regular basis. And the superintendent, Jeff Harris, was visionary enough to allow Dan Sedgwick to start a repair class with 5 kids. Nobody does that.
Nobody repairs instruments these days, right? I mean,
well, nobody starts a class with 5 students.
Oh, okay, I got you. Right.
And that has grown to a dedicated 20 by 50 square foot building.
Wow.
8 repair stations teaching 2 classes every day of the week. We have about 25 students enrolled, and some go on to vocational technical school and on to good jobs. And there's only... When we did that, we were the second high school in the U.S. to do that, and now I think there are 2 or 3 others. But that's pretty rarefied.
Leading the way. I mean, it makes sense too. All the instruments out there, we're a throwaway society, but no, with instruments is a different story. If I wanted to get my transverse flute fixed, can I just take it in there and pay for some repair on it or not? Yeah, just talk to Dan. Talk to Dan, who always avoids us. He won't get on the show. I've been beating him away to the door, is knocking on his door a lot, and he doesn't answer.
All right. Okay. enough for that. Let's go back to the PPA. Tell us about the big fundraising event coming up.
Yeah,
very
the big one,
shortly.
September 21st, right?
September 21st. Yes,
Saturday.
there's a lot of fun to be had, especially if you like to dance.
Yeah.
So for the older audience, let's mention the name Cab Calloway back in the day. And if we move that forward 75 years, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy falls into that mold. So starting back in the early 90s, there was a resurgence of the swing band movement. And we had Brian Setzer and the Stray Cats. We had the Squirrel Nut Zippers. We had Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, a couple others that rose to national prominence. Big Bad Voodoo Daddy is the only one left standing. They're based in Southern California. The tenor sax player grew up in my Santa Barbara store. I've known him since he was 11, Carl Hunter.
How
And
cool is that?
known the Barry sax player almost as long, Andy Rowley. And this group, if you like to dance, they play a 90-minute set. And if they're being lazy, if they're loafing, there's 10 seconds in between each song. Usually it's 5 seconds.
They just know it so well. Right?
And they just go for it. And at the end of the concert, they're whupped and you're whupped-er.
Whopper.
And it's an outdoor event at Azalea.
Yes, Azalea Park. And the concert starts
Brookings.
at 3 p.m. The doors open, the gate opens at 2 p.m. And for those that have to dance, difficult to dance on a hillside, so we have a cordoned off area right in front of the stage, which is the VIP tickets. Those are $100 and limited to 100 people. We'll have a dance floor there, and that's for people that just cannot sit still in their seats, on their beach chairs, on their blankets. And general tickets are $50, and 20 and 21, 18 and under are
I get that. That's our deal right there, $18. We're 18.
18 and under $20.
Oh, shoot.
And this is a benefit concert. This is not PPA is not making a dime of it. We're putting an enormous amount of energy, a lot of moving parts, a lot of logistics. The profit, 100% of the profit will go to the music programs at Del Norte Unified School District and Brookings Harbor School District, and we're really, really excited about that. And we have a whole host of sponsors. I can't remember all of them, so pardon if I don't list the whole group, but Del Norte County Office of Ed, Beacon Broadband, Travel Curry County. There's just a lot of
bunch.
different I apologize, I don't have them all memorized.
Yeah, no problem. It is a huge event. It's
So what
on
kind of
Saturday.
what kind of dancing is it? Ballroom dancing or
Swing.
Let's jump up and down and go for it, dancing. Yeah.
Jump. Are you going to be dancing?
No, I'm on the logistics side of things, and the concert starts at 3 p.m. and we realized we had a golden opportunity here for our youth, the students. So I talked to Corey and Dan at the two high schools. They're going to combine to their jazz bands, and they're going to open up for Big Bad Voodoo Daddy with a short opening set.
very
So
cool. We've
cool.
heard
Yeah.
them. They were good. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
The jazz
really,
band.
really, this is not your average high school band.
No,
These are
they're so
really
good.
super top polished bands. And they're combining their efforts, and they're going to open up. They're going to do the cameo. That's the openers for the headliner, Big Voodoo Daddy.
Yeah, so they'll go for 15, 20 minutes, and then we'll spend 10 minutes properly thanking all the sponsors.
There you go.
Doing a better job than I'm doing right now. And then 90 minutes straight of Big Bad Voodoo Daddy. And for those that don't get enough out of the concert, we have another opportunity the same day.
Oh, so we're talking about, what, 6 o'clock now in the evening?
Now, from 6 to 8:30, we're having an after concert event at the Mini Ranch Bolina. And Bolina is a mini ranch owned by Dan and Kathy Bratton.
And where is that?
Where's that?
Just south of Brookings, just south of Harbor, on the ocean, 7.5 acres. And
Wow.
we'll have two 20 by 40 foot tents. It'll be catered by Seaquake, and Keith, who is the chef at Superfly, will be doing sushi. We'll have barbecued oysters. We'll have quality beer and wine, 21 and above.
Yeah.
And that's
and-
for anybody that, well, the 18, and I'm out because it's 18 and under.
Okay, you already-
Yeah,
you
this will
already
be
made
21
that
and
joke.
above. And that event is $100 a person.
That's an addition.
In addition, yes.
Wait a minute, I can't get in that. Oh, darn it.
It's a,
Okay, so are there going to be the voodoo people? Would they be there too? So they can intermingle
you
with.
get to have your one-on-one voodoo
Very
moment with
cool.
anybody you like. Yes.
Wow, now that's cool.
So these are two separate events, but they are combined. So from 3 to 6 is the music at the park.
3 to 5.
3 to 5. And then about an hour break. And then at 6 to 8, we pick it up at the address south of town or in Harbor out on 7 acres. Sounds nice with big tents out there.
And what is it called again? The ranch?
It's called Bolina, B-O-L-I-N-A. And
wow.
how do we access either of these? We go to the PPA website, which is ppadelnorte.org. ppadelnorte.org.
And Norte is Norte. All right.
Yes, and click on events
Okay.
and click on hosted by PPA,
Okay.
and you will see three things pop up. We have a classical music series on the left-hand side, which starts this Sunday at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Brookings.
Which has been going on for years, right? You've had this.
40th year.
Wow.
40th year
very
this year.
nice.
I went a couple of years ago to a couple of those. They were really good. Who is it this week? Who's coming?
Dominic Chaley is a
Oh, Chaley.
fantastic up-and-coming pianist, and he's going to please the audience, I guarantee.
And those are $20 tickets, right, to come in and see this?
Yes, and
show?
18 and under are free for that. So
No,
Okay.
you're not 18 and under.
Darn it.
where's that time machine? It's in
Dominic
the shelf of your
Chaley,
car. Yeah.
pianist. What is he? Accomplished pianist? Is he?
Accomplished classical pianist, yes, and he's
I want to say I saw him a few years ago when I went up to, and it's at the Seventh-day
Is
Adventist.
he a repeat?
When does it play?
Yes.
What time?
that's at 3 p.m. on Sunday,
This coming Sunday. So Sunday is what? Do you ever think?
the 7th,
The 7th, okay. And that is September 7th at 1 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
I knew that. I was just testing you. I'm writing this down as we go. Okay.
So
That's
who
one.
finds all these people? I mean, this is amazing. Do you have a committee who finds people to
We
do
have our
concert?
board of directors. We have our team.
Wow.
We
very
can't do it
cool.
without the team. It's
Right?
not. It's nothing
Yeah.
about. It's nothing about the head chef here. You know, I'm just another person on a grand team.
Yeah, but you're on the show, so
You are on the show, and this is just in a few weeks from now
We toss coins.
when the thing will go
coins.
down. It is run by a board. How many people are on the board?
12 people on the board.
I like that.
Oh.
Well, you know what
I
I
thought
say.
it has to be
The more people you have on the board, the better results.
not an uneven number.
Because
Odd number?
if you have like 3 or 4 people on boards, guess what? There always is a dictator. But once you get 10, 12, 15 people, then it's an open. It's open, and I think they're run better. That's what I like.
All right. Anyway, so summarize.
Okay, this Sunday, you're going to be able to come at 3 o'clock to the Seventh-day Adventist
Church. Yes.
Church in Brookings, California, Oregon, and listen to Dominic
Chaley.
Chaley.
Cheli.
And that will last for an hour and a half. Somewhere
Hour and a half to 2. Usually hour and a half.
Oh, his fingers must be so sore after that.
And then on the big day of September 21st,
Yeah.
we have the big event with Big Voodoo Daddy.
Big bad voodoo daddy.
Big bad Voodoo Daddy. I can see Michael Gorson there. Michael is
We be bad.
he's pointing himself. That's me. I'm big bad Michael. And that is starting at 3, and then an after party starts at 6. So you can find out more by going to ppadelnorte.org and click on event, and then PPA, and you can buy tickets there.
Yeah, can you
Is there
buy
going to be people?
tickets
Can
online?
we come up and is there going to be a tent where we could come up and purchase a ticket on the day of the event?
If we don't sell out, we don't plan on selling. I mean, we're just going to cram more people in, right? So bring your blankets, bring your chairs.
Bring chairs. That's right.
We're planning on 750, but
Whoa.
if we look at Music in the Park during the summer, they can take up to 1,200 people
Yes, we
there.
get
So
the
there's room
1,200.
for more.
Yeah.
We don't want to turn people away. And the concert is a fundraiser for the music departments at Norte and Curry school districts, and the event at Dan and Kathy Bratton's is a fundraiser for PPA.
Right on. Okay.
okay.
We have got it down. Thank you, Nick Rail, for coming on to the Doc and Jacques show. We greatly appreciate it, getting all this information. We have already said goodbye to our Amanda Whittemore, our yoga lady who had to leave, but we're set. And at this point, I'm going to relieve you of your duties. You've got 5 minutes. You got to be in Crescent City in a half hour, right?
Yes, and I'll close it with my well-worn but still
What, your motto?
yes, our future is only as good as the opportunities we provide for our youth. It's that simple.
Wow.
Very good.
Just like that.
All right, cool.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
Rail.
Thank you for having me.
Nick,
All
for
right.
coming in.
Thank you so much, Nick. You are excused, and you may exit stage left while Dr. GiGi and I have a little time here with Fun Time.
Corner.
Do I have any jokes?
Yeah, you better have some. But I
I-
have some quotes. I'll start off with a quote.
Okay, let's hear it.
Yoga is the practice of quieting the mind. Where's Amanda when we need her to
Yeah,
say, yep,
right.
that's
I
what
like
it
that one.
is.
What's another good quote, Doc?
Yoga is not about touching your toes.
It's not about touching toes.
Your toes. It is about what you learn on the way down.
I like it. Hey, a man arrives at a costume party with a girl on his back. He says, I'm a turtle. Well, who's on your back? People ask. Oh, that's Michelle.
Did you say with a gorilla on his back?
Yeah, did you know, Doc, that I could communicate with vegetables? Yes, sirree. Jacques and the beanstalk.
Okay.
Hey,
Sort of funny.
I recently heard that jokes about vegetables are very, very rare, but I don't think that's necessarily true.
Rare as in non-cooked.
Hey, folks, a woman fainted at the airport yesterday and fell into the baggage carousel. Doctors say that she is slowly coming around now. Come on, hit us with another shot.
All right, I have only one more quote.
Okay.
All the months are crude experiments, out of which the perfect September is made. Virginia Woolf.
Kind of cool.
Right?
Yeah,
That's
that
the
is
only
nice.
September one that I found.
I can always tell when someone is lying, Doc.
Wow.
I can also tell when they're standing, too. Yeah. 2 minutes. We just got in our words. Okay, I have CDO, Doc.
What's that?
Well, it's like OCD, but all the letters are in alphabetical order, as they should be. Okay? Just let you know.
Ah, that's funny.
Thank goodness I went to a psychic recently. She told me that someone was going to swindle me out of some money. That's the best $200 I've ever spent.
You would, too.
I've got no problems with genetically modified food, Doc.
No, good.
Well, last night we had a lovely leg of salmon.
Pretty yummy.
Okay, I started that new diet, and this morning I entered everything that I have eaten into my new fitness app.
Yeah?
Right, and it's in an ambulance to the house. I'm a very light eater, actually. As soon as the sun peeks over the horizon, I start eating. 1 whole minute left. Okay, well, the inventor of the umbrella was originally going to call it umbrella, but then she hesitated.
Okay, you're done. Okay, that was a good one.
You know who the inventor of fractions was, right?
Yoo-hoo.
Louis the 116th. Okay.
Okay, everybody. You have been listening and laughing to the Doc and Jacques show on KCAW LP 100.7 FM in Brookings, Oregon. We hope you have enjoyed our show as much we have had with Nick and Amanda.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you for listening. You can reach out to us by going to docandjacques@gmail.com and tell us what you have, and maybe you could be on the show. Thank you so much. Thanks again, Michael Gorse, for filling in as our sound engineer. Peace and love, everybody.
Goodbye.